Okay, so it's spring and it is windy. Last week was horrendously windy, and this week again is horrendously windy. So I've been watching the forecast, and if I see a day that it's 15 mile per hour winds or something like that, I will go and run in that. But today, I believe it's 30 mile per hour winds. So it's sort of hard to get the runs in. So I've been doing quite a bit of ellipticaling, and I go out when it's not so windy. Like I got a 6 miler in on Monday, but I mean just day after day after day of high winds. So yesterday, the dog suffers when I don't go out. So I took the dog out for a 2 mile walk, and I mean that was quite a workout. Just walking in the wind. So I did a couple days of 2 mile walks with the dog in the wind, and yeah, I can feel that in my buns. Yeah, when you're walking into that wind, you just have to lean your whole body into it. And then when the wind's behind your back, it almost forces you to run. So yeah, I looked at the weather forecast for next week, and it's wind again. And I really want to go to Blue Mound State Park to get some runs in. And I mean, if it's so windy, I mean, you're up on this big mound and there's no coverage from the wind except on one side. So it's really exposed, and so I don't want to go there when it's that windy. So just waiting for the wind to die down. But I took some clips of things for you to show you, what the wind looks like here. When I lived in Michigan, Michigan has way more trees, and I never noticed the wind in Michigan like out here. I sort of lived in the woods, and those trees block that all. You'd be down in the woods and the treetops would be windy, but you were safe down in the bottom there. So when I moved out to Iowa with just all this open space and very little to stop the wind, I was quite impressed. When you have day upon day upon day upon day of high winds, it's actually very loud, and you feel like it sounds like you're on an ocean or something, and it sounds like waves almost. So yeah, then when the wind stops, or it's maybe 5 miles per hour, which is calm, it's almost eerie not to have that noise of the wind. I better get to ellipticaling. I'm going to do some weights and abs and do some stair work. Probably about 45 minutes all total. So, yep. I'm at Blue Mound State Park, about ready to go for a run. Aiming for 17 miles today. And I don't know if I wore enough clothes. It's 33 degrees out right now, but the temperatures are supposed to be up to like 50 in a few hours, so eventually I'll be warm. Here's the tree I always want to sit behind or sit under in the summer, and way back there are the buffalo. I don't know if you can see them. They're way back there. A lot of times you don't even see them out here. Pretty sure they all know I'm here. I'm at about 2 miles 40 and I'm warmed up now. It's still cold, but I think the running got me all warm. It's probably 35 degrees now, but oh, what a beautiful day. Just so thankful I am able to do this, be out here and enjoying all of this. It's lovely. I'm at 4 miles and I'm on top of the mound. It's a little soggy. I think my next time around is going to be even soggier because it's going to be more thought out. But we're heading towards the Frederick Manfred house. Start running again. Here's the Frederick Manfred house. Used to be the visitor center, but it's falling into disrepair. But I think he did his writing up in that top part there. I am 12 miles in. I'm on the second time doing the bigger loop, which is 7 miles. So when I'm finished with this loop, I will do the smaller 3-mile loop and call it a day. That's a wrap. 17 miles, and my last mile was the fastest. I'm pretty sure it was anyway. I didn't check, but it was a 10-minute, 19-second mile. But I was running through the campground, and so there was, you know, a good half mile that was paved. So that's probably why it's so fast. Wow, felt good. Just beautiful. I did end up getting very warm and took my sweatshirt off. It's probably over 50 degrees now. But yeah, what a beautiful day. If you want a good little coffee shop in Laverne, go to the Bean. It's kind of off the beaten path, but it's really good. Well, I am home now, but I was thinking on the drive home that that last mile was pretty fun. And yeah, I just really love gutting it out. And I felt good today. I mean, I had those 16 miles in, and then I just thought to myself, well, just gut out this last mile as fast as you can. And it was exhilarating. It just feels really good. I don't know how to explain it. But yeah, at the Mata Hay race, I have a lot of gutting out miles. So I should get my fill at that race. I was sneaking up on you. What are you doing? Sleeping? Sleeping in the sun? I'll let you go back to sleep, okay? Tiger, I caught you sleeping. I caught you sleeping. Is this a warm spot? Is it warm? I would want to sleep there too. I would. Yeah. Purr, purr, purr. You just go back to sleep. It's the third week in April, and I'm just going to give you a little recap. The winds are absolutely atrocious today. They are gusting at 35 miles per hour or higher. And this morning I went and took a walk with the dog in it, and that was quite a workout. But I was going to go take another walk, but now it got worse, and I mean, there's dust and dirt blowing everywhere, and it kind of hurts your face having that blowing in your face that hard. So I'm stuck inside with the elliptical again. So I'm going to get a little workout on the elliptical and do some weights and abs and stuff. But despite not being able to get the run in I wanted today, I had a pretty good week of training. I went back to Blue Mountain State Park, and I did another 17-mile run. And this time when I went, I decided that my goal was to try to better my time and really make it a quality run. So I did it. I shaved 10 minutes off my time, and my last mile was, I think, 9:54, so under 10 minutes. And I experimented running with music for the last 3 miles, and that does help. So I was pretty happy with that run. I plan on going back to the park next week for a 20-miler, but I don't think that I will be running that fast this next week. Comparing the two 17-mile runs a week apart, the first one, my average heart rate was about 143, and the second run it was 153. And after that second run I was pretty tired. I don't remember being that tired on the first 17-miler. So that's what elevated heart rate will do to you, and a faster time. So yeah, just next week I'm gonna take that 20-miler slower, and yeah, but it was pretty fun doing it that way, and I know I can do it if I have to. So working on getting that intensity in my training. Yeah, I started doing planks. They're tough. Red hen is my companion while planting. She is getting all the worms. Well, I'm soaked all the way through. Ended up getting 7 miles in. Ran in a light drizzle pretty much the entire time, but it was warm and it felt great. Time for a big cup of coffee. So I ended the month with 35-mile training weeks, and my longest run this month was a 17-miler. I had a couple 17-milers, so it was a good month. Next month we're bumping it up to 40-mile weeks and long runs of 20 miles or more. Well, it will be more because I'll be racing the Pound the Mound at Blue Mound State Park, so that'll be a 30-miler on May 21. So see you next month.